So welcome back to All the Gear, Some Ideas. So today we are on the Kawasaki ZZR600. Unfortunately, it's not a Cortina video, which obviously we have now got a few subscribers that have come from that video. And there's been a lot of engagement on that video, which is absolutely brilliant. So we're doing MOT prep and also changing the exhaust on the Kawasaki today. And we've also got a dog. Okay, so the dog is now gone. He's going back to his owner in the Honda Jazz over there. So MOT prep and also changing the exhaust. So we now have a Micron single exit exhaust, as you can see. Looks snazzy. We've also sorted out the front brake lever. So originally it was sticking. So as you've just seen, it was sticking in that video, whereas now it's lovely. Now I thought it was going to be the master cylinder itself, which is here. Turns out it's not the master cylinder itself. It was the actual screw here that holds it in. Had a load of corrosion built in there. So removed that, got the Dremel out, cleaned it all up and put it back in, and it's absolutely lovely. Now we've also done an oil change on the bike, changed the oil filter, and we've taken the fuel tank off and changed the spark plugs. Now it doesn't actually need spark plugs, but it's always, you know, it's off. Let's change them, they're not expensive. We also noticed the fuel hose that goes from the petcock to the bottom of the tank was perished. Just taking the fuel tank off, and obviously we're talking about MOT prep and just going through stuff on the bike. Generally having a look at it is what I'm going to be doing at the same time. Need to take fuel tank off to get to spark plugs. Can you see that fuel pipe? That's a new fuel pipe. That's not even a year old yet. So not brilliant, considering it's only been on the bike for, I would say, less than a year, and we're looking at it perishing like that. So I am going to look at Kawasaki. You can get the original hoses. They're all like linked in a certain way. I didn't actually look at it before. I thought they'd be sort of not available anymore, but turns out they are. So we've done that. We've also had a little mess around with the front fender. So originally on the last MOT, the last thing it had that was the only advisory was this mudguard was loose. So what I've done is I've made a little plate here with it bolted to the forks as it's supposed to be, and then put some rivets in just here to support that to the piece of metal. So now it's all secure. The exhaust wasn't the easiest thing to change, as I think it was from a previous model year, but we are now, it's fitted, and I've had to make a new bracket that sits down in the fairings down there, and also had to modify a bracket that sits underneath there as well. I had to take that off and cut off the old exhaust and stuff. So there is footage of me doing the exhaust, and I'll insert clips on that now. We're also going to put a sound comparison in. Not going to rev it too much as we are in a forest and there is dogs walking and people around. I don't want to scare any dogs or horses or any sort of animal at all. We've also changed the head race bearings, as I hadn't changed them previously, and I know that it's a good thing if you do change them. So they have now also been changed and tightened, and they seem to be fine. Nothing's really changed. I don't think it really needed it, but they've been changed. I'm just literally prepping for the MOT. And a ladder exhaust, of course. While everything was off, I also rebalanced the carbs because it's been sat. It's been ridden. It's in 600 miles, but I've got the facilities to do it. So put them on the synchronizer and slightly out. So whether that's just because before I hadn't quite done it properly or things have changed, probably things have changed and they've now been resynchronized. So now the bike does start, and it does start pretty much first time every time. So let's get that sound comparison done. Okay, so that's the MOT prep and also the exhaust work done on the Kawasaki. As you can see, I've taken it for a ride. It rides lovely. It sounds great. So now, hopefully, it will pass its MOT. That's next week. So hopefully it will pass. I might do a little video on it passing or even failing the MOT. I can't see it failing much. We've not really done a massive amount of miles on it. Tyres were new anyway, brakes were new, everything's new. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow us for more bike and car content.